Hey everyone, welcome back to Property Investor TV. Today we're going to explore a fascinating topic that can unlock hidden wealth in the property market. As many of you know, I'm passionate about finding alternative ways to invest in property, and today's topic fits perfectly into that category. So, what is it? Well, it's all about permitted development rights and how they can be used to convert office spaces into residential properties. Now, before we dive deeper, let me ask you a question. Have you ever driven past an old office building or a vacant commercial property and thought to yourself, that would make a great apartment complex? Well, today we're going to explore the possibility of making that happen using permitted development rights. So, what are permitted development rights? Simply put, they're laws that allow for certain types of development without the need for planning permission. In our case, we're focusing on converting offices into residential properties. Now, this might sound like a no-brainer, but there's more to it than just slapping up some apartments and calling it a day. You see, each country has its own set of rules and regulations governing these types of conversions. So, let's start with the basics. In the UK, for instance, permitted development rights allow for the change of use from office space to residential property, as long as certain conditions are met. These conditions include things like ensuring that the new residential development is not larger than the original office space and that it complies with certain building regulations. Now, you might be thinking, okay, this sounds straightforward enough. But hold on just a minute. There's more to it than just checking off some boxes on a checklist. You see, each property has its own unique characteristics, and these need to be taken into account when considering a conversion. For example, what if the office building is located in a conservation area or has historical significance? These factors can greatly impact the feasibility of your project. So, how do you go about identifying potential opportunities for converting offices into residential properties? Well, it's all about doing your due diligence. Research, and more research. Look at local market trends, property values, and demographics to get a sense of what types of residential developments are in demand. Then, take that information and apply it to your search for the perfect office space to convert. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, this all sounds very exciting, but how do I actually go about converting an office into a residential property? Well, that's where things can get a bit more complicated. You'll need to work with architects, engineers, and contractors to design and build out your new residential development. And let me tell you, it's not always easy. But the payoff can be huge. Just imagine being able to offer tenants modern, desirable living spaces in a location that would have otherwise been off-limits. It's a winning combination if you ask me. So, there you have it, a quick overview of how permitted development rights can be used to convert office spaces into residential properties. If you're interested in learning more or want to share your own experiences with converting offices into apartments, leave a comment below and let's get the conversation started.